You know, like we saw Mallory just demolish Young G in the lane. We saw Vazia go completely unkillable. I think it really comes down more to a drafting issue. We talked from the start, okay, Disruptor is a high risk, high reward to be on the Zeus. You want to just stay behind, dish out damage, especially when you look at the other side. Their ability to catch is not really there. They do get the Kunkka, so I like this. I like the Kunkka pick. I do think it gives them some damage. Gives them damage. But you got the Chaos Knight, you got the Tusk, you got the Centaur, so it's going to be very hard to bring out those cores on December 25th. So Merry Christmas, Rob. Merry Christmas, everyone here who's watching. Thank you all for joining us.
Merry Christmas, Otomo. Yep.
It's been a lot of fun.
About, what do we know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so still about 8 hours away here in the UK before we get to that. But yeah, Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy it with your family when you finally do get to get a bit of a sleep in, and, you know, after we're done here.
Well, I'll see them tomorrow morning. For now, Dota's more important. And all right, Young G's got some good stats on this Kunkka. You know, winning almost 60% of his games. And look at that KD. That is very impressive, actually, to see it. And I do think a lot of this game is going to rely on him much. I like this pick a lot more than the Death Prophet because, you know, you scale a little bit better with the Kunkka. He's going for the double Bracer build, so it's hard to take him out. And yeah, I just feel like this is a better draft from Puckchamp. It does feel like it'll run out of steam later on. You know, this Mirana Crystal Maiden feels a little bit less impactful than a Zeus Silencer in terms of support duos. Oh, yeah. And check out the mouth on Doom. I don't know if we'll see the mouth cosmetic again, but he's got like this weird octopus mouth.
Oh, has he got the set? Is that the new set? I'm pretty sure that's the new one that just came out in the collector's cache, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I don't really do a lot of cosmetics myself.
Yeah, and that's the one that... Oh, the 3-man stomp as well. No, Vazia, he still gets it, but it might cost him his life. No, the ice shards, it still traps out, and she gets it, He's trying to come in, get those right clicks down. Vazia, the lightning bolt, is that going to be enough to slow him down? It is, and Vazia... Oh, he got the 3-man stomp. It's like, oh, it's too late. Somebody's going to pick up the Runio. He had to turn back to get back and to get it. And it cost him so much life there. But he does get out not dead, which is the main thing, I guess.
The Hell Scream, he took the bolt, by the way. That mini stun giving him just enough. I mean, enough time to run away and survive. 2 points, 2 rings of protection just starting off for the Centaur because you just start with 0 armor. So even though he's like this big, scary guy, he's actually more of a paper tiger. You know? Yeah, I was like, oh.
But did you see the regen that he's got? He's got 8.4 health regen at level 1.
Probably got some mangoes and stuff. It's fine. Hellscream until the end. Zeus versus Crystal Maiden, the classic battle. I think Zeus takes it, right? Zeus has got like insane stats at this point. What is it, like 60 damage, 4 armor, or something like that?
Yeah, and using the lightning bolt as well to get the D-Ward here, Hellscream, so it is going to be a decent mana commitment now as well. Crystal Maiden with the Crystal Nova, and Vazia going to be taking a lot of damage. Can he run himself away from this Life Zero again? Just going to be able to right-click down, and he does have 1 mango as he gets the Tango off there. There's also 16 health regen with that, so he's going to be pretty fine in this lane. Just needs to get a little bit of distance and regen up, get his health back, and he should be able to come right back in, get those stomps off, get the double edges off there as well, and just try and make life health as she gets to in this lane.
By the way, Zeus is like, his agility gain something like 2.3, 2.5. Oh, Malik's
top lane, yeah. Malik's in danger. It's going to be the first blood going the way of Soban. He's gone for those glaives, and now he's level 2. So the curse comes out. They might be able to do the damage onto the Moran as well. This might be a quick 2 kills here. He tries to keep himself alive with the Fairy Fire, and it's not going to be enough. And that's quick. A quick double kill there for Sobad and the intelligence, because he did get the glaives at level 1, it seems. So he's going to be able to get 4 intelligence right off the bat.
Massive. Absolutely massive. Like that 4 intelligence, that's 4 damage. That's the glaives percentage damage. I mean, percentage damage will also add up, so the extra, like maybe 1 extra damage pure. Like, that sounds like a lot, but it's like you're doing 5 damage extra per glaives of wisdom at level 2, which is pretty huge. But Vazia might be losing his life, so at least they get something for Puckchamp going on the board. And we did say this, right? We did say this is going to be a better lane than the Slark. What was it? Slark and whatever they had in the last game.
Yes. What was it in that last game?
I'll check. I'll take a second.
Okay.
There it was. It was Slark Disruptor.
Disruptor, yes. That's why we're forgetting, because top lane though, they might be able to get another kill. There's going to be the leap away from the Moran. The right clicks, is it going to be enough? Can they get the chase down? And Daniel's trying to do the best he can with the body blocks. And Malik, he's going to be able to get himself away from that. But yeah, this off lane here for Malik is going to be hell. And Lifestealer on the bottom lane, he's making it life hell for the Centaur. But Malik, he's just going to be so careful every time he comes forward, because you look at the Ras coming out from the Silencer. The Silencer not shy about throwing out the glaives and getting that damage and building it up. And Malik, he's not got his boots, it takes him a little bit of a time to walk away from that Silencer. And Silencer, he's just going to be a happy chappy with the harass. But Vazia, bottom lane, going to be chased down again. The right click's coming through. Vazia, one more underneath the tier 1 tower. The Frostbite comes out. Shigetsu's going to be able to pick it up.
I like it. I mean, luckily for them, for Puckchamp, they are getting something in the bottom lane. They're actually leading in terms of net worth. Look at the mid lane, by the way. We haven't had a chance to talk about it, but Young G is just... He is kind of owning Malrine right now with about with 7 more CS, a little bit more denies. Malrine is going to be getting some right now, but he is at least, they're having a good time in the mid lane. And one thing you could say about Puckchamp at the top is that as long as if they get 1 point arrow, that might help. But they have the Devour, they have the arrow, so they can get those creeps going for them. It's not, as much as you'd like, but they have those farming mechanisms on them.
Yeah, and the Silencer can never really get that pullback through as well, because the Doom just moves over. He devours a creep and then he gets Scorched Earth off and just cleans off that creep wave, the neutral creeps. So he has to worry about the double stack coming out. Oh, Zeus. Does he have the jump? He is, but it doesn't matter because it's still going to be the chase down there. The Crystal Nova comes out until the end. Going to be able to get himself another kill here. Daniel on the top. Going to be taking some harass coming out from the Silencer. Again, the pull through. And Malik just has to be careful about the level harass coming out here. And CK, we've not really talked about CK himself, even though we're talking about the lane. Till the end, though, has to be careful, getting low on life. The right click's coming through, that return damage. Does he want to go for the stomp? Because there might be a lightning bolt to come in and finish this now. There's a Frostbite coming through, but Till the end just has to run himself away, because slowly but surely, Hellscream's trying to close that gap. If he goes for a lightning bolt, but now the Lifestealer going to change targets onto Hellscream. Hellscream just turns himself and runs himself away. As we can see, Kiritich on the top lane gets the kill onto Malik once again. Mid lane, though, Young G taking a lot of damage, going to get himself away from this one. And Malrine just throwing out the ice shards, trying to look for the punch. And he's only level 5. So if that Walrus punch had come out, he potentially would have been able to get a kill there in the lane. But the right clicks into the lightning bolt, but that's still going to be the Centaur going down the leap over the top of one more right click. No, he's got the Fairy Fire. Does he keep himself alive for this? He absolutely does not. The Zeus cleans it up. It's going to cost him his life, but he still gets the kill, which not a bad thing there for Hellscream, just to get a little bit of extra gold. And like you said, he doesn't need to be buying a lot of Sentry Wards for the D Wards, because he does have that lightning bolt, which is going to save him money in the long run.
Yeah, Shigetsu is so happy right now, dude. And really well played by Till the End on the Crystal Main. Firstly, the Infused Raindrop making a big difference. And secondly, he just keeps baiting the Zeus. And Hellscream goes in, he's like, I can get the kill on the Crystal Main. She's so fragile, but every time Puckchamp has been able to outplay them in the bottom lane. So really well done by Shigetsu. Vazia has not had a game. He's behind Malik on the Doom. And that's kind of scary. The Denial, is he going to be losing his life here?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be the X-Max spot, but the Ice Shards come through, and he just gets the damage off. He even saved that Walrus punch now as well. The bolt flying through, so Young G's going to stand in it, get that run buff. And can they do the damage? Because, I mean, there's going to be the rotation with the Frostbite now. Crystal made it, but Malrine, he's a big tanky boy. He's going to be able to walk himself away. He's even got a Tango in his backpack if he needs to use it. But the salve comes out there from Sobad, and Sobad picking up a little bit more intelligence. And now the double bouncy rune, so a bit of a bonus going the way of Malrine. And guys, if you want a bit of a bonus too, you can click the banner below the stream, get yourself a free $15 bet if you are a new customer. And yeah, all those bounty runes going the way of Nemiga. So we'll see what they're going to be able to do here now as well. So bad. He wants to be moving in. There's going to be the Arcane Curse into the last word. And now Mountain with the Snowball moving through. Was that Walrus Punch to finish the job? And so bad. Again, gets himself another kill. He's playing bodyguard to Kiritich. And Kiritich with the free farm now as well. 3k net worth. But the big thing is the intelligence is stacking up and up and up here for that Silencer. Silencer throws out another curse. It's going to be the leap in from Daniel. Is he going to be able to get the kill? No, he turns around. The Chaos Bolt comes out now as well. And Kiritich, he's going to be able to get himself underneath the tier 1 tower. The damage, is it going to be enough? Can he get another couple of kills? The Eye Shards now as well.
Dear
and that's going to be the
Lord.
Crystal Maiden. Malrine clutch rotation.
How much does he have? 12, 14 intelligence on so bad right now? Dude, this 12, the 1 point of glaives, absolutely crazy. By the way, 6 of these, or at least 4 of these, have been stolen from the Doom. And let me tell you something about Doom. He doesn't have a lot of intelligence to spare. Alright, the guy isn't walking around with a PhD here, or even a degree. He's pretty low on the intelligence, which means that every 2 intelligence you steal, his mana pool is minuscule to begin with. And the fact that he's stolen, half of it at this point is insane. So bad, just destroying them in the laning stage right now on this Silencer.
Yeah, and again, you can see now it's going to be the armlet build coming out for Kiritich here on the Chaos Knight, so he is going to have a lot more sustain. You know, what do you do? Malik's moving in, like you say, he has to be careful. Doesn't know where the silence is now, but he's going to try and come in Scorched Earth into the Infernal Blade, gets dragged right back, Reality Rift. Meanwhile, in the river, they might be able to get another kill so bad. One more right click, he takes down Young G. He's going to be able to get even more intelligence out of this Daniel. He's looking for Hellscream. He does get that kill, though. Does it put him in trouble because the curse comes out once again? Snowball going to be connecting onto the Morano Walls. That Walrus Punch, even through the Frostbite, the damage is still going to be there, and they clean up another kill. Silencer now. What's that? 16 intelligence coming out for him,
baby.
And so bad, he's having such a good game.
This is the sort of Silencer game everyone dreams of, right?
Yeah.
Just you walk around, you keep getting all this stolen intelligence, and again, the mana pool. I feel like this 60 intelligence in less than 9 minutes, it does affect the enemy team in terms of what they can use, right? Like you're looking around. Everyone's walking out with a little bit less mana, a little bit less spell that you can go. Young G, are you going to die again?
Yeah, he walks himself right into the Ice Shards now. One more right click, and Hellscream picks that one up after taking down the Observer Ward. And so, what's he going for? He's going to go for the Mana Boot straight into the Shard here, this Zeus. And why not? Nemiga have such a good... It doesn't look like it in terms of net worth, but the actual momentum of the game is going so far in their favor that why not just splurge out straight into that Shard after you get the Mana Boots here for the Zeus?
I mean, look at the enemy side. Like Malik is on the Doom, he's barely got any net worth, and this is a Doom, right? And the Global Silence is used. That is denied. Oh god, what are we? 20 intelligence stolen, 22 or something. So
yeah.
I honestly, God, I think you want to take like the Glaive's talents, the attack speed at this point. Be like, yeah, let me show you how it's done. This is how you hurt people.
And do you think he goes for like that semi-core build, you know, into the Witchblade with the 4-staff?
No.
Do you not think so?
Don't.
Are you sure?
No.
Because, I mean,
yeah, sure.
He's pretty much carrying this game at the minute. He's picking up all the kills, so that Witchblade, it might not be, you know, an awful pickup. But yeah, 20 intelligence stolen in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Doom, he's got... he's gonna get the Hand of Midas fairly soon, but he's also with less than 400 mana, so he's felt the brunt of that intelligence steal. And so have a lot of the supports. Just everyone's walking around with relatively low mana.
Yeah,
everyone's died to him at some point.
If this carries on, Doom won't be able to use words over 2 syllables because he's just having it all drained away from him. And at least in the bottom lane she gets to, he's finding some free farm. He's got that armor building towards the Manta style here now as well on the lifesteal, you know, to try and get some save and just trying to keep himself alive, trying to keep himself going here. But meanwhile, this is going on. Nemiga are just running free. In terms of the heroes, okay, you see the Centaurs in the jungle. He's trying to find some farm in that triangle. But the 2 supports with the rotations are on point here for Nemiga.
But there's one thing going for Puckchamp, right? Is that Shigitsu is absolutely having the best time of his life. You know, I remember in game 1 where we were like, he had literally 3,000 gold net worth at this point.
Yeah,
you
true.
know, not flaming the guy, but that was what happened. He had 3,000 gold at 11 minutes. This game, he's got more than twice of that. So we are seeing Shigitsu having a fantastic game. And as long as he doesn't get hit by Global Silence, he should be able to just enrage and be fine most situations.
Yeah, even if he does get hit by Global, once he has that Manta style up for the Dispel, you know, he's still going to be able to get the rage off afterwards, so he's not going to be in a massive amount of trouble here. Kunkka building towards the BKB after the 2 braces here as well. So, standard build coming out from the Kunkka, and yeah, Shigetsu, he just continues to farm, and he's already got the Asher up coming in on the curry now as well. So just looking for that full Manta, which should be, what, 2 or 3 minutes away? Oh, the shards, it might be a little bit longer. Now he's not going to be able to get the in-range off with the damage coming through. Hellscream jumping in as well as that Walrus Punch. And again, stacking up more damage. A great rotation. Even the Chaos Knight moving down here. So they're just in full fight mode here. It looks like Nemiga going full Divide Dota. Just wants to take it to Puckchamp in this second game.
Yeah, we just talked about it, right? The Global Silence is just really good if you can get off on the Life Stealer. That's just what happened. You know, he wasn't expecting it and they just caught him. So a little bit unfortunate for him, but he's still #1 in terms of net worth and by a big margin. So as long as that doesn't happen too often, which it can't, because you know Global Silence has a long cooldown, it should be relatively okay. I haven't seen a Doom. It actually hasn't even skilled Doom, by the way.
maybe he's worried he won't have the mana to actually use it by the time he gets it up. But yeah, the shot's coming up. 5 heroes here for the side of Puckchamp. They're grouped up. They're looking to try and take a tier 1 tower. Maybe even get a pick off if someone steps up to try and defend this Moonlight Shadow, though. It will be wearing off soon, so maybe Nemiga. Do they want to come for a smoke? Bottom lane, Chaos Knight with his illusions, with that Phantasm out. He is starting to put pressure onto this bottom lane. Maybe even looking to start to put pressure onto a tier 2 tower with the Phantasm while he just moves into the jungle to try and find that extra farm.
And Doom's fully recovered, right? Malik, he is doing pretty well for himself. And late game, like if we go late game, I kind of like a lot of what Puckchamp has. You know, Kunkka, Lifestealer, great late game heroes to have. Doom as well, just remove someone from the fight. Nemiga, the supports on Puckchamp are nothing, to be frank with you. But Nemiga, a little bit more like, you know, they're all decent, you know, but I don't think that they really compare the cores to the cores from Puckchamp. You know, Tusk has problems scaling. Centaur as well is kind of decent, but not amazing. The supports, though, are something else, though, especially when you have a Silencer with, what, 60 stole intelligence?
I think it's only about 22, 24 for now. But yeah, it could get right up there. He might even hit triple figures if this game goes into the late game. But yeah, Malik, 435 mana left on him now as well. They're going to be able to get the Frostbite onto the... Is he just gonna? He's just gonna leave his teammate there. It's gonna be the Doom coming through. Marine finally gets killed off, and Sobad just turns and says, "That's not my problem."
But if I was Sobad, I would be considering getting an early shard, just because you're getting all these kills.
Yeah.
You might as well double your intelligence still if you can. Global Silence is available.
Global Silences come through now as well. They get a really nice Reality Rift back into the Chaos Ball, take down the Lifestealer, and they can carry on going now as well. That 4-step forward as well, I think it was. They're going to be the drag back, another Reality Rift. Young G, can he get himself away from this? He absolutely cannot. The damage, it's just stacking up. They carry on going so bad with another double kill, another Reality Rift. Daniel, though, he had that leap. Is he going to be able to get him out of danger now as well? He's slowed down, trying to run himself away. A couple more right clicks, the blink in, and there's going to be the drag back. Daniel gets taken down, and Hellscream secures that kill. Going the way of Nemiga, 17-7 here. Malik up on the top lane. He did his job. He used the Doom, and he's just like, right, that's me done. I'm going to go back to farming here as we just continue to see Nemiga apply the aggression, apply the Divide Dota here, and just dive in Puckchamp behind the tier 1 tower, which they are now going to take down.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it's like I said, right, once Doom was used, there's no reason not to. Great global silence, by the way. That's been the bane of Silencer's existence. Then they're going to go for more. They get the kill on till the end. And it's like, Young G, do you want to die? That's 6 still intelligence. Could be 12 if we had the shard, just want to say. And then they go for Denial, who, for some reason, Sobad's like, you know what? I stole enough of this guy's intelligence. So I'll let him keep some. You know, there's no reason to go for that. And now we're sitting at, what, 30 stolen intelligence for a Silencer? It's absolutely insane. And shard, picked up by the Zeus, so percentage damage is there. And you guys, you can get $15 if you click on the banner underneath the stream. And if you're registering for the first time, it's for free. There you go. You can put on whatever you want. Whatever you want to bet on this game. I wouldn't recommend Puckchamp, to be honest with you.
No, probably not here. 16 minutes in, 70. I mean, Nemiga equaling more than a kill a minute at the minute. It doesn't look like they're done just yet. You can see that Kunkka, he's desperate to get towards that BKB. He's still about 1,000 gold away from it here. Daniel moving around, trying to protect him, maybe get some wards down as well. But Hellscream just keeps moving around with the lightning bolt. In the mid lane now as well, they're going to be able to get themselves on top of the Doom. Malik, there's going to be the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have the reveal? Of course they do. They have a lightning bolt, so Malik has to pop that BKB. A couple more right clicks, so he's going to be able to get himself away. No drag back after the BKB goes, but it means it was used defensively. That is now on cooldown for the next 90 or so seconds, and they got nothing out of that. The Puckchamp throwing a bow, throwing the BKB from the Doom, and now they're just going to turn themselves around. Daniel, yeah, Silencer can't get in range to steal the intelligence, but Kiritich, really nice kill to get him up to catch up with the Lifestealer on top of the Nightworth. And the Lifestealer, again, he's just trying to avoid all of these fights because he knows he needs to get that farm. He needs to put his team on his back and just carry them across the finish line. But at the minute, Nemiga are making it so hard. You know, they're putting banana peels down. They've got the oil slick down as well, trying to trip him up left, right, and center. And Vazia as well as Sobad just going to be able to put pressure down to this tier 2 tower along with the Phantasm Illusions. Puckchamp don't look like they can defend this.
Yeah, despite everything that's happening, it's not the biggest lead for Nemiga, right? It's like, what, 2,070 minutes? They'll get, but now it's going to start slightly snowballing, right? Because with the outpost, you lose a little bit of map control. Roshan might be an option for them if they can take the tier 1 top. So it's starting to snowball for Nemiga a little bit. Even though they've been at this lead for like a while, it's starting to feel a little bit more and more impactful as time goes on. Doom is available though. They want to try and doom someone. That is their big saving grace, right? You doom someone, there's nothing they can do. and hopefully can get pick up after. Looks like they might be. Are they gonna go for a smoke here? They seem to be grouping up a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, the Hellscream's got it, so they might just look to group up, get that smoke out. But meanwhile, the mid lane, they might not even need it, man. I mean, Malik's going to show up now as well, but there's going to be the snowball onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, X marks the spot, comes down to toast. There's going to be the Thunder God's Wrath as well as the Global Silence. Do they have the damage to take down the Crystal Maiden? Crystal Maiden looks like he might get away, or will there still be enough damage here onto the Silencer? Yeah, so bad. He still gets it till the end. It's going to be ended himself. A Lifestealer drag back. Reality Rift comes out. Chaos Bolt to keep him locked down in the stuns. Dead for 43 seconds here. And Nemiga, absolutely, again, they're just running riot in this game, and I don't know what Puckchamp do to get right back into this.
The global presence coming out from Nemiga is very nice, right? The Stampede as well as the global silence is like if you jump on one of their enemy on someone, Puckchamp jumps on someone. It's like, oh, we have two ways of making sure you don't kill us. You know, maybe we remove your spell usage or we just run away really fast, which is why I feel like Puckchamp is very hesitant to take fights because there's counters no matter where you go, unless you jump on the center or the silencer themselves.
Yeah. Malik, ice shots did come through, but there was no snowball. It wouldn't have been there in time to stop that TP out. So the Doom does at least get away. And looking now, we can see that Kiritich, going towards a BKB of his own. Oh, Crystal Maiden, though, 2k net worth. He's got boots at least. He always got the tier 2 boots, but he's not got a lot else after that.
Why are you making fun of him, man? He's got boots. In the old days, this is what we call 50-minute net worth on the Crystal Maiden. Back in my days,
Yeah.
I think they have a gym on the Miran. That's pretty helpful, though. They're removing that vision coming out from Nemiga will go a long way to giving Puckchamp a little bit of map control, which they desperately need, right? Because if the enemy can see everything you do, you're in trouble. 4-man smoke from Puckchamp. This could be big.
Crystal Maiden, ice shots. It's actually going to trap 2 with a really good stomp onto Youngji now as well. The snowball comes out, and this should be the death. He's going to pop his BKB, but the right-click damage comes through from Kiritich once he gets the gap closed, and Daniel's going to be dragged back by the Reality Rift. They can carry on going here now as well. The Stampede comes out. That is going to be the BKB down now for Youngji. Do they find anyone through this? It's going to be Daniel in the trees. He has to TP himself out underneath the tier 2 tower. Just can't stand up, so they only lose the Crystal Maiden here, but it does stamp another win in the book here for Nemiga. And again, the BKB being used because Youngji had to use it defensively. They don't even need to look towards Roshan here, Nemiga. They're just taking complete map control, and they might even find out the Doom with the Scorched Earth. So it's going to cancel the blink onto Vazia. Vazia, does he try and catch that gap? But he's trying to get himself further enough away. Still gets a blink in. The stomp, the trees. Oh! They get the Thunder God's Wrath. They get the lightning bolt to stop him now as well. He's not going to be able to get himself away, and that's going to be the death of the Doom. But that nearly got himself out of there to the Thunder God's Wrath scouting him out.
And a huge kill, right? This is the third most farmed hero goes to Kiritich. Remember, for the longest time in the game, Shigitsu and Malik were leading the net worth by quite a bit. Yeah. But now it's like Kiritich is like, oh yeah, I'm way more farmed than both of you guys. Vazia's also really doing well for himself. Malreen is slightly suffering, but he's already got the Aghanim Scepter, so he can just kick anyone he wants.
Yeah, and you can see, again, guys, if you want to get yourself a free $15 bet, you can click on the banner below the stream. Is available to all new customers as Malreen, Showbad, Hellscream, they're all stacking up in this mid lane. You can see the Puckchamp, they're moving this 4 on that top lane just to try and help secure farm for Shigetsu, because they know if anyone gets caught out, Nemiga, they're moving in purse, they're looking for these kills, they're finding them off. 32 stolen intelligence on the silencer, and that's only going to get worse if they don't find a way back into this here Puckchamp.
And he didn't go for the Dragon Lance, but he does have a Groove Bow coming out from the courier, so he does get a little bit of the extra attack.
Oh, the drag the blow of the Crystal Maiden. This is just going to be Youngji again. He's got the Global Silence coming through. The BKBs are going to be there now as well. And the Doom, Youngji both used the BKBs before the Global Silence, so he's not going to be able to get the Doom off until that wears off the Global Silence now as well. But the bow, going to be a really good combination. They get the kill into Hellscream. Are they going to be able to turn around, taking down that Chaos Knight? Are they cleaning up through now as well? Yep. Taking down the Silencer. And this is going to be a really nice fight for Puckchamp. What are they going to be able to do off the back of it, though?
I mean, they might be able to get the bottom tier 1 tower. They have time until Kiritich is coming back. And by the way, one nice thing about Doom against Chaos Knight is whenever you use the armlet and you get doomed, you're almost always guaranteed to die. Unless you can go and get a few hits off creeps, because the armlet life drain is 40, you get an extra 25, 40 is like pure damage on top. I think actually it's 15, 30, 45. You get a bit of extra pure damage on top, and you're always going to die if you have an armlet on. So it's last fight he was able to do him when he was half health. With the armor, he was just dead from that moment.
Yeah, and Yeah, I mean, you can still see Centaur. They're not scared about farming this side of the Radiant Jungle. In fact, even going for an outpost while the Mirana's close. So the Mirana might shoot an hour off, just get the stun off. But till the end, how's he looking in terms of items? Not great here, but Vazia, he's got himself a 4-staff. I mean, we've seen that a couple of fights already. He's making great use of it there as well, just being able to close the gap, especially if there's something like the Scorched Earth, that stops him from being able to blink point blank onto the hero. He can just 4-staff himself forward and get that kill anyway. And it looks like Nemiga, they're the ones that want to go into Roche. The Phantasm has been popped. Is this going to be pinged out? I think Puckchamp, no. But do they have anything to contest this?
They have a scan available, but it looks like Young G is teleporting. This is taking them a little bit of time here. I think yeah, they just smoke up. Looks like they do feel that this is going. Radiant scan is out. This is it. They know. There's no hiding it, and they know. And Nemiga knows they know. The torrent comes out. I'm not sure if they spot it, but the spider sense, the Dota sense, is tingling. And Nemiga decides, you know what? We don't really want to take a fight. They don't have a global. They don't have Stampede. Just came online. So, but yeah, still no global. Still no Phantasm.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Phantasm was used to potentially try and take that Roche in now as well, but you can see it's going to be smoke on smoke. In the mid lane, it's going to be pushed in, though, so they've got to have an idea. Maybe they just back themselves away. The smoke's to be worn off for Puckchamp. Lifestealer, I'm pretty sure he's finished. Did he definitely finish that Manta style? To, you know, for the global silence. That's going to be incredibly effective if he does have that Manta style up. Just try and dodge off, or, you know, purge off the global when it comes out, though.
Loads or from the Doom would be helpful as well, right?
True.
Like, Doom, you got all this net worth. You might as well give me something from it. But we'll see if he's gonna get it. Again, I haven't clicked on him. I mean, I can't click on him because I'm not in the game. But I'm not sure if he has it or not. He does have the shard on the that does help a lot with keeping your team alive.
Yeah, and again, I said it in the draft, but I think open wounds is such a necessity and a lifestealer's kit. You know, so I am happy to see that coming out now as well. They might try and make a jump happen here. But the Doom, he's going to jump up. He gets the Doom off and now onto the Tusk. Do they have the drive back into the global stance coming through? But the Xmas spot into the boat will still be there. So they take down the Tusk. And that's not a bad trade. The global stance, you know, taking down a Tusk, it's trading out another BKB charge, I think, there for Young G.
Yeah.
But you do still get something out of that this time.
And it's really worth it to doom Maldrain, right? Because if you doom anyone else, he might be able to just show up, put them in the snowball, suddenly the fight turns up. But oh, Tusk buys back.
Yeah, they're going to try and fight this one out. In fact, they're going to get on top of the Doom now as well. Kiritich taking a lot of damage, though, has to back himself up. They do take down the Doom, like you say, from the buyback from Malrine. In fact, Vazia, he was taking a lot of damage, but with the 4-staff over the cliff, you know, he's able to get himself back. And Puckchamp this time just backed themselves away. So maybe here now, how far away is that Phantasm? I think it's... I mean, they're going to go into the pit anyway. Okay, so yeah, they just want to move themselves into the Roche pit now. And with the Doom being down, the boat being down now as well, they're just going to be able to get themselves in, pop that Phantasm, and chunk down the Roche. Do you give this over to Malrine now that he's bought back?
I think so. But again, also you also want to maybe give it to Kiritich because he's so important. But no, they give it to Malrine because, like I said, we can't afford to lose him twice. And for Kiritich, if you get Phantasm, if you get Doomed, it's okay. But Tusk getting Doomed is a bit of a problem. Because again, Chaos Knight, you still have your passives, you can still lifesteal. If your armament isn't on, you're gonna be fine. You have illusions. It's a bit hard to doom the right CK at the right time. But yeah, Malrine, we've seen him. They're always like, oh, just doom him, get rid of him out of the fight. It's been working wonders for Puckchamp. Again, this is a very close game. We're already past the game 1 mark, right? We said this is gonna be a closer game. It has been so far. 36 stolen intelligence, not as impressive anymore. Remember, he had 20 in 10 minutes. Now it's like 30. It's like, all right. And look at that. Shigitsu has both the Manta style and the BKB, so it's like global science is not going to be a factor for him at all. Yeah,
can purge it off if he needs to, then pop the BKB into the fight, to give himself a little bit of extra protection. But yeah, I know. I can see people in chat saying, "Oh, the Manta style. Why the Manta style?" It genuinely is just because of the global silence. It might not be the usual build, but it's still very effective on the lifestealer, given the extra attack speed. Like I said, being able to purge off the global there as well. And I know it's not because usually you do see the armlet for the lifestealer, but and then going straight into like the bashes, the BKBs. But in this game specifically, the Manta style is incredibly useful.
Yeah, another thing is that also it's got lower cooldown and doesn't like waste charges like a BKB does. So sometimes you're like, oh, you're global randomly and you can just Manta straight away. But if you have a BKB, like, do I BKB? Are they on me? By the time you made a decision, you're dead. So
Yeah.
That is one of the nice things about the Manta style. It's like it's a very freebie sort of item to use. Just like, okay, yeah, oh, I'm global, I'll just Manta straight away, I'll be fine.
Yeah. And you can see now, again, Hellscream, he's on this bottom lane. He's going to be grouping up with the Silencer. You know, they're trying to put pressure on with the cores of the side of Nemiga. They are close, but they're not hand-holding the supports here, while both of them try and force out. Just put pressure on this bottom lane. Young G has backed up. He's going to take a curse onto the creep wave now as well. So it looks like Nemiga, they want to keep pressure on this bottom lane. They want to be carrying, putting it on to the bottom tier 3 tower, just to try and force Puckchamp back down there, so they know they can keep an eye, they can keep a note of where at least 1-2 of the heroes on the side of Puckchamp are.
By the way, Tusk has the Blink Dagger and the Aghanim Scepter, so he can blink in, kick people away, and that could be an opening that Nemiga is able to use. Not sure about the net worth here for the two teams, but it's been just stuck. I don't think it's ever gone more than like 2,000 gold advantage for either side, right? It's always been very close. Oh, that's a kick.
There it is, the kick into the snowball now as well. It gets him out immediately. Vazia going to be able to pick up the kill onto till the end. Are they going to be able to go further onto this now as well? They might go for the Doom. The Infest Bomb comes out as well. So Vazia going to be taking a lot of damage. The Stampede comes out, but they still get the kill into the Centaur. But that's going to be a good couple of BKBs. What are they going to be able to do with this now as well? Young G Snowball is going to connect. He gets punched back, kicked back, excuse me, right back into the weight and arms of Kiritich. And Kiritich just says, thank you very much. And Hellscream will claim that kill there. And again, the Aegis is still up for Malrine, so they could go even further with the Kunkka being down. The Phantasm Illusions might be able to put a little bit of pressure onto that tier 3.
40 seconds, but I don't think they know what the buyback status is, which is that he doesn't have it. So they decide, let's just play it safe. They do spot DD Ruin top lane for Nemiga, and just, again, it doesn't seem like a big narrow advantage, but the game is just so firmly in control of Nemiga. You know, both out, the maps is theirs. Not in terms of the visions, just I don't think they have any wars for either side, actually, any observer wars standing. But Nemiga, they're just very comfortable. I mean, look at where Sobat's playing. Like, look at how often do you see a Silencer play that? And he is going to go for the shard. Thank you.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Paladin Sword as well for Kiritich. That's a great item to get there on the Chaos Knight. And, yeah, so we've seen that. I mean, the Doom's great when the Doom is up, but do you think now he has to build into a little bit of protection, like the AC, and then into the Refresher, just to offer a little bit more utility, a little bit more auras for the side of Puckchamp?
I like the aura build on Doom, but I do feel like Lotus Orb is really the item you want to get, just because you want to have it. You know, the snow, you can reflect the snowball, you can it gives you a good amount of stats. I wouldn't mind the Lotus Orb coming out from the Centaur. And you talk about the Refresher Orb, we often see the Aghanim set, like the Blink BKB Aghanim Scepter to Refresher Orb build is very popular, because you can just walk into them and be like, what are you gonna do to me? You're literally, all 3 of your heroes are melee. Those are your cores. Are they really gonna come up next to a Doom?
The Thunder God's Wrath comes out, the kick back into the snowball, the triple leap. It's not going to save you from longer here now, Daniel. Ice Shards won't connect with the Chaos Ball. That doesn't disjoint, and Kiritich will still claim the kill there onto the Mirana.
Close though. He almost made that. Oh, dude, BKB was used.
Yeah, they're going to try and go. Global Silence comes out now as well. It looks like Nemiga, well, yeah, like I say, the BKB being used, they don't want to overcommit. Just going to back themselves away. And the Doom held onto his ult there as well. So Kiritich, like you say, he's not going to be able to tick down, or he's not going to be taken down in that armlet. We'll just be able to ride away.
So I recently learned that while Doom does dispel, so it's good against like a haste, it does not dispel Stampede. But Mallory, he might be dispelled from life soon.
Yeah, there's going to be the dive in though. It looks like it's actually going to be Malik that goes down. X marks the spot. There's going to be the Lotus Orb now as well, as the Centaur just gets bounced around on Vazia. And now the BKB comes out from she gets to the Global Silence was already used. What's he going to be able to do here? Kiritich takes down Daniel once again. She gets to. He's running for his life. He does have that rage up in 1 second. Are they going to be able to get enough damage to take him down though? He's looking for anywhere to TP. Pops that Manta style though. The damage isn't going to be enough. The punch up into the air. They're still going to be able to get out though. Maybe she gets through the snowball. No, he's not. I thought... Never mind. I thought it was one of the illusions that got punched up. But... no, TP cancelled, and they just got the damage to take him down.
2 cores down. Doom was wasted in that fight. They weren't able to kill Malrine, unfortunately for them. And Nemiga, again, they keep getting away with more and more of these things. And now the advantage really starts, like, it looks like a... again, it's only 4,000, but it's been so heavily in favor of Nemiga. And I like what Kunkka is going for, by the way. The Aghanim Scepter, I feel like this is... It's a great Aghanim Scepter, and I still feel like it's a little underrated, just because it gives you so much map control. Well, I mean, sorry, teamfight control.
Yeah. I mean...
You're not a fan?
Look at the Chaos Knight. Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm not convinced by your attempt to convince me. He's like, it's in there.
Yeah, Malorine going towards... they're going to get another kickback. They are going to be able to get another kickback, and Youngji has to pop that BKB. Now he's going to be able to get himself away now as well. The ice shards do fly through. No, the disjoint on the reality rift. He was able to get himself out of range just in time before he was dragged back to his doom. And Vazia... How is he looking in terms of 92% okay in the win probabilities? But Vazia, he had a really bad start, but he's not doing too bad now. The frostbite comes out onto Tusk. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Still waiting for Zeus to get his Aghanim Scepters. Like, come on, how can you play position 4 Zeus and actually support the team? When you play position 4 Zeus, you just go, oh, it's okay, guys. I'll find their wards and get an Aghanim Scepter.
Dive in the Xmas spot into the kick that the snowball is going to be there, so it's going to be right into the base, and this is not where Malorine wanted to be, but he does have the Walrus. Is it the... What was it? The Walrus token? Ogre Seal. Yes, used by the Walruses in... the dive in. 2 heroes, but Open Wounds comes out. There's going to be the arrow now as well. The Moonlight Shadow going to be used. But they do get the kill, even the Freezing Field.
He's not the most durable centaur I've ever seen, by the way. With the I4 with the Force Staff, like, he doesn't have as much durability as you expect from a centaur. And was that? No, that was not Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, there you go. Smoke breaks.
Yeah, they're going to try and get themselves in, but there goes the Global Silence now as well. They might be able to clean up on the Crystal Maiden. It's so bad will go down after dropping that Global, but they're going to both buy back now as well. This is a Centaur. Get that TP in, the Storm coming through now as well. The reality to drag back onto the Lifesteal. The Lifesteal, a lot of damage to kick away from the Doom now as well. What damage can they do? They're trying to keep him alive. He's got that low sub on him as well. He just turns, even with the Doom on, he's inside that Snowball. He's just going to turn and punch. The Snowball actually goes through now as well. And there is going to be Oak Seal. It looks like Young G still going to be taken down though. The chase through. Hellscream, can they keep him alive? It looks like Crystal Maiden. He's going to be stunned by that Reality Rift as well as that Chaos Ball combo. They get the kills. They take all 5 heroes down on the side of Puckchamp and Nemiga. It did cost them 2 buybacks, but a great fight there. And 24 seconds until the big man's back up in his pit. So Kiritich looking to take that advantage, looking to get himself the Bloodthorn coming up there as well. And what can they do? Because the pressure is being applied to that bottom lane, onto that tier 3 tower. So the fortification will come out, but there's not going to be anyone alive to stop this.
Nice way of breaking the smoke right now. It looks like they're trying to find someone. They do get a kill on on the silent on so bad. Immediately buys back, joins the fight, and they have the Doom, but you can see he's trying to wait. He's waiting till he can find the right one. He says, "Oh, that one's glowing. The other one's not glowing. That must be the real one." And Mount, by the way, he's trying to get close to anyone to actually hit them with his Install Day, but he can't. And unfortunately for them, he's just going to be losing them one by one. Even though he got a decent Doom off on these Chaos Knight, almost bringing him down to almost killing him, but it's just not enough. And looks like they are going to start coming back to life. Bottom racks already taken by Nemiga. Mid rack still standing, but guess what? Why go for mid racks when you can go for a juicy Roshan?
Yeah, and this is going to... In fact, they get the D-Ward out now. So, rough idea of where Nemiga are, but Nemiga, they get that D-Ward off so it puts them back in shadows. And yeah, Kiritich, well, he's already used the Phantasm. He was using it for the lane pressure, but he might not even need it for this rush. And yeah, it looks like Puckchamp not even going to be able to come out and contest this. Look at this damage. Look at how quickly Roche is going down.
It's all silencer. It's all silencer,
yeah, man. It's all silencer. The rest of his team were doing nothing.
68 stall intelligence is pretty massive. And he, by the way, check it out. He went for it. The Hurricane Pike. Sorry, the Hurricane Pike and the Groove Bow build. So he hits from a mile away. He hits hard. He hits fast. Didn't go for the talents I suggested, but he knows better. You know, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and I mean, like you say, the 60+ stolen intelligence, he very genuinely might hit triple figures if this game goes for another 15 minutes.
That is an actual... If he wins, like, if he's there for the next team wipe, he gets an extra 20 thanks to the shard, and you go straight away 88, right? So all you have to do is, like, involved in 8 kills, and that's all you need. You'll be there.
Yeah, and Chaos Knight coming up, AC Phantasm's back available now as well. So he just steps up to the tier 3 tower with this Aegis now. He's saying, come at me. Yeah, they're going to try and go. The Lotus Orb's going to be there now as well. X-Max spot onto the Doom. The Doom is going to try and go for that dive in, but you've got a double damage during Chaos Knight here now as well. The arrow flies through, connects onto one of the creeps, but the catapult is still there. So Kiritich as well, with the toggle on the armlet, just going to be able to get himself away and heal himself up on these neutrals.
Yeah, with the DD Ruin, just a couple of crits, and look at that. You see his life, like, literally takes him 3 hits with the DD Ruin, and he's back to full health. which makes a lot of sense. Oh, by the way, he also went for the drums on the silencer just so he can attack even quicker. He was like, no, this... Look at me, look at me. I am the carry now. I am the carry now. Malik, how is he doing there? Miran's got the mech, but still a long way off from the Guardian Greaves, which would help a lot. And the arrow does land.
Yeah, and the Xbox spot again, just to get a bit of harass, but there's going to be the kick once again onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden can get himself away from this. There's going to be the Force Staff. Thunder God's Wrath has been used. The Ice Shards won't connect. And it looks like Nemiga... Well, they put the fear of the Thunder God into the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, he almost loses her life actually to the last word, but still, punches being traded, but nothing lost from either side so far. But
yeah, and...
It's still very...
I mean, this... I was just going to they've still got the Aegis, they've taken down the tier 3, this is looking like Nemiga, they want to posture here for another set of racks. And yeah, there's going to be the kickback again. Young G doesn't have that BKB straight away, so he is going to be able to get off eventually now as well, but the Reichland's coming through. Kiritich is taking him down so low, the Torrent Storm though, it is going to bounce around. Kiritich, Global Silence does get used. What can they do on the back of this though? Where's that chase? What are they going to be able to do to the lifesteal? The lifesteal, he might be able to pop this Aegis, but no, the kick comes out, the Stampede's going to be there now as well. It keeps Kiritich on that first life now, and the dive in. Do they have the damage to take him down? The Doom's going to be onto the Tusk. Force Staff comes out once again, trying to keep him alive. He's not going to go down just yet. In fact, he's going to be up on the cliffs. Eventually, he will fall. Aegis goes down now as well, but now the spells are down. What can Puckchamp do? They've lost both of the supports, and they're going to lose another tier 3 tower. In fact, yeah, Nemiga say that was cute. Okay, you got the kills on the Aegis, you took down the Tusk, but the Tusk is going to buy back now as well. The BKB comes out, they're going to get the dry back on the Doom, and the Doom's just dead. She tries to get the Infest Bomb. All he gets is kicked back, waiting in the arms for Fazzy now as well. The Walrus Punch comes out, and it looks like Shigetsu, he's just going to go down, and there's not going to be anything that they can do about this. And he's going to be down for 80 seconds now as well. Malik going to be right-clicked down by the Silencer, just wants to chase him down, and it's going to be Megas.
Oh, they all tip so bad, say, listen, dude, you crushed the game for us, you deserve it. The Malik is not going to come back anytime soon. Well, all the cores are dead. GG is called. Unfortunately for Puckchamp, they do become the first team in the playoff to be eliminated from the Betboom Xmas show. Can we look at Silencers? He got it. He got 100. I saw it. He got 100. He got 100. It's like at the very last second, like